Then a big thumbs up for Prime Minister Narendra Modi's economic policies in India over the last several months. The global credit rating agency Moody's has now given a rating upgrade for the country. The Moody's Investor Services has upgraded India's sovereign ratings from Baa2 from its lowest investment grade of Baa3, giving credit to Narendra Modi government for its wide-ranging programs of economic and institutional reforms. It has now changed the outlook for India's ratings to stable from positive. Now, Moody's has said that the Indian government is midway through a wide-ranging program of economic and institutional reforms, such as the recently introduced goods and services tax that promotes productivity by removing barriers to interstate trade. The rating upgrade for India comes at a time when rating agencies Standard and Poor's and Moody's have in fact cut China's sovereign rating. The sovereign credit ratings are a barometer of a country's monetary, fiscal and regulatory policy, and also a favourable rating helps governments and companies raise capital at the international financial market. Also, institutional investors rely on ratings in making investment decisions. However, Moody has maintained that most of these measures will take time for their impact to be seen, and some such as the GST and the demonetization have undermined growth in near term, but are likely to have great and good positive results in the long term. The Moody's expects real GDP growth to moderate to 6.7% in the fiscal year ending March 2018. And for more on this, we are joined in by our business correspondent, Sumit Chaturvedi. Sumit, this was something that was expected, after the big ticket reforms that have been started by Prime Minister Modi's administration. So this was something that was on the cards.
Certainly this is clearly a big thumbs up to PM Modi's economic policies for sure, and it has come for the first time in 14 years that India has been upgraded to this level at a time when Moody's on one side is downgrading the sovereign ratings of a country like China. This is actually we can say that big boost for overall Indian economy. It's coming at a time when the overall GDP growth was being questioned by experts on the one side. Second, the crucial reforms of demonetization and GST was also questioned. So it's a boost in arm for PM Modi's economic policy so far.
Thank you very much indeed for joining us and getting us all those updates. So this of course, is a big shot in the arm for the Prime Minister Modi's government, where this of course, is a clear indicator that we have seen in terms of the ratings agency. And also for more on this, we are joined by Amitabh Kant, the CEO of Niti Aayog. Good morning, Mr. Kant. This is a ratings upgrade that's happened almost after a decade for India. How do you read this development?
I think it clearly establishes that Moody's have taken into consideration and recognized the fact that India has carried a vast number of structural, institutional and procedural reforms across sectors in India's economy. Mm-hmm. And while doing so, they've tried to make India easy and simple, one tax economy, but at the same time ensuring that we have a high level of fiscal discipline in the economy. So I think this commitment to fiscal discipline has been a critical factor while undertaking. No country has been able to do this, that while undertaking structural reforms, it has ensured that its fiscal deficit actually, over a period of time, consistently comes down. And this, I think, is a very critical factor. And this, in the long run, will enable Indian investors to get capital at much lower rates. And I think this is really the key thing, that this will enable Indian companies and companies from abroad who are investing in India to get liquidity at a much lower rate. And this will make them much more viable when they invest in India.
Mr. Kant, my question to you is, were you expecting this kind of an upgrade by Moody's, considering the fact that there have been clear hiccups in the rollout of the GST? Was this something that was expected?
Well, I've been expecting it for the last 1 year, simply because the Indian economy has been doing doing well over a period of time, and India has undertaken major reforms. reforms across sectors in terms of making India easy and simple, one tax economy. We've carried out reforms in the revenue sector. We've carried out, in fact, reforms across every single sector of India's economy. So this should have definitely counted for this.
And also my last question to you, Mr. Kant, will be where does India go from here? You know, Moody's has given its upgrade. We expect more reforms to in fact roll out, and GST's tax slabs are being rationalized. Where do we go from here?
So I think where we go from here, the key thing is that this must push the private sector to invest in a much bigger way within India. And secondly, our exports must grow rapidly. Our exports have grown in the last 2 months, but has again, it needs to be consistent growth over a long period of time, and this necessitates that we do production to global size and scale with efficiency and to global standards, because India must grow on the back of exports. That's critical. So to my mind, these two issues are important.
Absolutely indeed, Mr. Khan. Thank you very much indeed for joining us on our broadcast in WION and giving us those inputs. And also many thanks to my colleague Sumit Chaturvedi who joined this. So this, of course, is a big boost for India, which has now been upgraded in terms of its economic perspective by the ratings agency Moody's.